Happy Tuesday evening, everyone in Facebook land. Here we are to sit with the Almighty Divine and Spirit and me. Welcome to this evening's show. This is the Heal Show with Gwenda Smith. If you're new here, please do say hello. Even if you're not new here, please let me know that you're here. Let me just check this microphone level. See that is good. Good morning, Nicole. Welcome to a new day for you as we're entering the finish of a day. Hi, Jordan. Lovely to have you here. Tuesday evening with Gwenda. Thank you, Jordan. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. And who have we got here? New here. Oh, now it's going to go really quick. Janelle, thank you for the tag, Nicole. Really appreciate it. Hi, Ginia. Hi, Julia. Welcome. Welcome, everybody, and everyone else who is just watching and listening in the background there. It's great to have you here. May I introduce myself, Sonny. Hello, darling. My name is Gwenda. I am a natural spirit medicine woman, a gifted seer, born that way. Wasn't I lucky? Some say it's luck. I don't know about that. Kerry Addison, hello, and Iris Rose, welcome along. Hi, Jeff, Annette Melsom, nice to have you with me this evening. And with the Divine, hi, Erica, lovely to have you here too. So, it's all going really fast. Good evening to you, Kylie. Nice to have you here too. Tuesday evening, my favourite evening of the week to sit with you all. As I was saying, I'm an authentic spirit medicine woman, seer, and I work for God. I work for the Almighty Divine. I'm here in service to humanity for the umpteenth time. How many times? Liana, good evening. Hello, hello. And Colleen, hi Colleen. Thank you for tagging people. I really appreciate it. Yes, Beck. Some, Iris, some people say I'm lucky. So my life's dedication has been in wellness, fitness, health, in one way, shape or form or another. And I combine that with my ability to work with spirit and my ability to be able to bring in guidance and healing light. And I've seen some amazing things throughout my life this time. I've seen plenty of amazing things each lifetime. Hi Lisa, nice to have you back again this evening. So, you know, this show is always a surprise. If you are fortunate enough, you'll receive guidance, you'll receive some beautiful insights for your life. I may be asked to look into you and see what I can see in the various energy bodies and everything that makes you, you. Or we may have a topic that is raised by one of you in the audience and we expand and we delve into that topic. The one thing, two things that I don't need from you and I ask you not to put up is questions. I don't need questions from you. And also, if you say, can I have a message, can I have a reading? Would rather that you were able to sit with me, enjoy the guidance and the insights from the divine, from the guides and from the angels, because you'll find that whatever it is that they bring through will be appropriate to you in one way or another, or on one level or another. So please don't ask me questions. Don't ask me, can I have information on someone? Can I know about someone's health? Because did you know that there is a thing in the world called the Privacy Act? Well, the same thing applies when you are asking about someone else's health or a romance or a marriage. you're actually not privy to that information. Now, if you're questioning if you should be leaving your spouse, or hi Paula Taylor, if you Trees for first time from Auckland, New Zealand. Nice to have you here, Trees, and how are things in New Zealand? So when you want to ask questions about should I leave my partner, or is this the right person for me, you already know those answers, and you're just looking for someone else to give you an out. I don't work that way. I don't work on that level. It's a very low level. Thank you, Stephen. Nice to have you here. Welcome this evening. It's always a magical bag, Stephen. Get to know what hi, Steve Grumps. Get to know what Spirit wants to talk about. Jody Marie, good evening to you, love. So as I'm speaking with you here, I'm waiting as well for some of our gorgeous people to come in so that they can say hello and we can get down to business. In the information on the introduction to here, you'll find there is an invitation for you to become part of the Heal with Gwenda community. You can click across to that link and join the community there. And you'll find all sorts of insights and helpful tips and things. Cat Gray, hello sweet, how are you this evening? You can also visit my website and pick up a free gift. Now, if you pick up the free gift, be prepared for me to ask you how you went with that gift and how you are using. Oh, thank you, Kylie. It doesn't look that good from this side of the screen, so I'm glad it's showing up well on your side. Hi, Sherry, your first time. Where are you coming in from, please, Sherry West? So when you take up the gift that is there for you on my website, which is healwithgwenda.com, healwithgwenda.com, I will follow up and ask you how you went with it. You know, there's no point giving you a free gift and then just leave you out in the cold. That's lovely. Thank you. Thank you, Jordan. Yes, me too. It's a rather beautiful piece of a collection of all sorts of beads. I'm not going to say that it is all crystals because it's not, but this one is. This is a nice piece of rose quartz, and it's a beautiful pointer. It takes me to all sorts of things. Oh, lovely. Kat. Yeah, so did we. We went into that U-Butte state of things too. So we're all at home together. We're all at home. Townsville, that's nice. Sherry, how's the weather up there? Hello, Maria. Good evening to you, my girl. Hi, Karina Julie's. Yeah, hi, G. It's me. I used to do a program called Conversations with G. G for Gwenda, G for God. And yeah, that's the word for me, because that's who I came from, it's who I align to, and it's the light that I work in. I want to ask you something tonight. How do you feel? Oh, hi, Helen. Sorry, we're getting interrupted with these wonderful visitors. Yes, good evening, Jen, and aloha, Janelle. Oh, lucky you. Sherry, I'm so glad I asked. We've been getting, hi Latika, we've been getting washed away over here. So, did you know that the earth experience, the earth life experience is the hardest that you can put your hand up for? Of all the different universes, the different galaxies, the different places that you can go and experience, this is the hardest. So just in case anyone's wondering why you're having such a hard time here in this life, that's why. Cold and wet in Cape Town, South Africa. Well, Karina, welcome to Perth, Western Australia. Cold and wet. But welcome from South Africa. That is wonderful to have you with me this evening. So this school down here, the Earth School, the thing about it is that you just forget that you still came with all of your power to be able to be the creator of what you want. Now, for some of you, you'll be like, yeah, right. Well, what I'm getting isn't what I want, and it isn't what I signed up for. Well, here's the flip side to that. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And you are a co-creator. You are a contributor to everything. Oh, ouch. That hurts, doesn't it? And you're tuning in from Colorado. Hey, Jordan, that's awesome. Hi, Kim Miller Grill. Nice to have you here this evening. Also, Jordan, that's fabulous from beautiful Colorado. You know, I was to be going to the States in October. I was going to be presenting at the Soul Treat retreat. It was going to be an absolutely awesome time, and it will. Maybe, Liana. Let's see. I'll go back to that in a moment. So, Karina, that's a really interesting question. Karina has asked. I'm asking our creator daily, what does he want me to be? You know what? He's got a really good sense of humour, and you would be rocking his chair in laughter with that question. And that's not laughing at you, that's laughing at everything that you've missed about what you have been created to be. That's wonderful. Yeah, Erica, I can go along with that. So, yeah, I was to be in Boone, North Carolina at the Living Life Healing Retreat, which was going to be fantastic, doing a presentation speaker and also a workshop there. But of course, you know, the world's gone a little bit sideways, so we won't be doing that. Melbourne, Victoria, Iris, nice place. I did used to love Melbourne, Victoria. You know what, Jordan? The thing about heartbreak, love, it doesn't matter where you go in the world, it'll still find you. Did you all know you can die of heartbreak? A broken heart? Yep, it's really sad. You can die of a broken heart. So, travelling over to the US to be facilitating at this magnificent retreat and workshop was going to be a really big adventure for this year, and for me a terrific contribution to the work that I absolutely love. But won't be going in person. However, what has come about has been some incredible invitations to present at online summits, online conferences, global. So how cool. I'm talking to you here now from Perth, and I'm talking to Jordan in Colorado, the girls over in New Zealand, on the east coast of Australia, you know, Spain, all over the place, without leaving my living room. But what I'm missing is being able to feel you in the flesh and to sit with you and see your smiles in the flesh. I can reach out to you this evening and see you. And of course, Nicole, yes, from Montreal. Be able to see you, you know, energetically. And that is absolutely beautiful, and it is such a privilege. But it's not the same, is it? It's not the same as being able to actually sit next to you, to feel you, and even to be able to give you a hug. You know, the fundamental thing that every human being needs is touch, is a hug, is a hold of a hand, or even just a comforting hand on the shoulder to say, it'll be okay. So how are you doing through this current trend in the world? Are you making sure that you are still getting that beautiful sense of connectedness and feeling loved and getting touch? Now, don't misinterpret that. I do understand that for some people, touch is not the thing they want. Please understand the concept in which I'm referring to it. So let's see what. Yes, it's not even his will actually, Karina. It's really interesting. Yes, I know, from South Africa. Apologies. Yeah, being a touch person is beautiful. Being a touch person is where you can really embrace even the beauty of yourself. No, Jen, it's not the same. Toowoomba, Trudy. Hi. Whoops. I was up in Toowoomba, can't have been last year, it must have been the year before. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes, it is very important. So, yeah. Behave yourself, Liana. Yeah, connection, Paula Taylor, absolutely. I'm a beauty therapist. Yeah. Yep, Trudy, it is. There must be a reason, love, why you're not getting that touch back again. Hey, sunny skies. Good to have you here. Yes, Karina has asked, do I do readings today? The idea of this show is that it's a heal show. So I don't want you to go away with nothing. I want you to be able to go away with a new understanding of yourself, with a deeper sense of peace in your heart, a greater sense of hope in knowing that there are better things ahead for you. I want you to be able to know that as you sit with me, you receive healing energy. You can also receive the guidance. So this is not a show where we just blur out messages. This is a heal show, and it is to bring you healing energy. It is to bring you insights. So when Spirit decide to channel through, because Karina, in answer to your question, I am a full natural channel. So when Spirit decide to come through and reach out to one of you, it is not my doing. It is totally up to Spirit. And I am simply their messenger. So we see what goes. What's Nicole saying? But although these things are better now, it's like we lost the habit. Yeah, Nicole, that's actually part of the plan of all of this. So please do pick up with the habit. Go back to that beautiful, tangible sense of touch. It is very important. So hard to adjust. Yeah, it is at this time as well, Jody. Very much so. Very much so. Or half your luck, Cat Grey, I would hug them too. So back to my comment about this being the hardest life experience that you can sign up for. And here's the real kicker, Liana, you'll love this. You know, if you do not grow through the lessons, you do not learn the lessons that are put in front of you in this life now, if you don't manage to find your way of transformation and transcendence, that's okay, because you've got eternity. You've got eternity for one lesson. Now, who wants to sign up for eternity for one lesson? Come on, people. Really? You would want to be getting rid of those lessons, surely. I mean, was there classes at school that you just couldn't stand and couldn't wait for them to be over? Same deal in your life. If you want to get through something and you don't want to be repeating it in this life, let alone another life, then best you learn the lesson and take yourself to a higher place of understanding. Otherwise, you are going to be in eternity, stuck. Yeah, that's so true, Maria, so true. Yes, Jen, you come on back, do it all over again. But are you doing the same thing over already? this is the other side of this. Yeah, I'm with you, Helen. Maths, hated it. Scenic, Broken Hill, New South Wales. Awesome. So have a look at your life that you're doing now. Have you got repeated experiences of the same kind of hurt, the same kind of disappointment? Are you being treated in the same way over and over? Ooh, how big does that sign need to be? And are you going to leave this life with that track record, which means you've got to come back and do it all over again? Oh, really? Oh, that just gives me a headache thinking about it. Our pets are amazing, as we know from the show last week where we were connecting with your pets. So, you know, if you want to know what the Creator wants you to be or to do in this life, you better have a look at what your life has been so far and make a choice to change the things that aren't what you would like it to be, and do something about it now. Otherwise, you're coming back to do it all over again. Now, who is going to put their hand up to that and go, oh, yes, me, yes, please. Jodie Marie, that's right. Oh, no. I think you mean pets are incredible, Trudy, yeah. So the thing about your life now is that you are the manifester. Yeah, you are. There's no good pointing fingers at everybody else. You have created stuff and you are the co-creator. That's right, Liana. What are we going to change? That's lovely, Sonny. Yes, the trees are there for you to get answers from. Nature is there for you to get answers from. You have got so much more power than you could possibly imagine. But the thing is that when you come here to the Earth School, you forget. And you are very cleverly bundled up and everybody else's junk dumped onto you before you're even 4. So before you've got off the ground, you're already, removed from your true self. So you forget that you've got this incredible power, and it is at your access at any time. Any time. That's right, Trudy. Nothing changes until you change whatsoever. And change really isn't that bad. It just means that you've got to jump some hurdles. You've got to be more pliable with yourself and more accepting. So how many self-imposed limitations do you have? And you'll be going, oh, Gwenda, they're not self-imposed. Yeah, they are. Any limitation that you have in your life right now is self-imposed. Oh, that hurts, doesn't it? You go, what are you, mad? No, just in your face, truth. So, yeah. Well, we do, Helen, but we have been very cleverly wrapped up in everyone else's stuff, and we learn very quickly when we come to Earth School how we think we get to be accepted. And that is where we bring ourselves majorly undone. So let's have a look at you all. Let me have a little sneak peek at you all and see what's going on with you. And let's see where you're blocking yourself in your own power. You know, when you are not... Well, good evening, Natasha. Hello to you, lovely. When you are not blocking yourself through false beliefs and self-imposed limitations, life flows. Was Janelle asking, but what if I know I'm supposed to help create heaven on earth and I know I need to take a leap, but just not sure what or where that leap is? That's a great question, Janelle. Thank you very much. Hi, Sandra. Karen Baker, popping in for a peek. You do that, love. Nice to have you here for a peek. Janelle's question is really cool. So you know you're supposed to be here to help create heaven on earth. Well, here's the thing. For every single one of you, whatever is your reality right now, you created it. So is it heaven, hell, or in between? You don't actually have to create heaven on earth. You create in every moment through what you do, what you say, how you be. So if you want to create heaven on earth, then you would want to be walking in the highest of vibration and using the power of your energy to send out around you nothing but pure joy and unconditional love. That's all that's needed. They are the two most powerful emotions that you can grace anyone's energy with. That's all fine and dandy for what you want to do, but you got to remember everyone else has got their own contract, so they are going to be making a mess in the heaven that you're trying to create. So you do small things, you do purposeful things, and I'm using the word do when I should be saying be. How much doing do you do versus being? You see, when you are creating, you're being. But we think that we need to do to create. Because if you were to sit with a business coach, a financial advisor, people like that, or even a doctor, they will tell you the things to do. You need to do this, this, and this to be able to get your business to do this. Or financial advisor, you need to do this, this, this to get the financial security and stability that you want, right? And it sounds all very straightforward. But when you are doing and you get lost in the doing, you've now lost your connection with your higher self, with your soul, so the doing becomes really challenging. And the doing becomes a nightmare. And then you want things to change. Oh, come on, I've been doing this for ages and I'm not getting anything back. Not likely to either. Because you're doing, whereas when you are being, you be and you use your power to be able to bring what it is that you are seeking to create. And here's the hard part, is letting it go. What's that song? Let it go, let it go, let it go. God, everyone's a nightmare, I think. How do you stay in the being? Great question, Jody Marie. So how do you stay in the being? You become very aware. Do you like that word, Jody Marie? Aware of when you are being distracted. You become very aware of when your thoughts slip into old patterns and into doing. So how do you stay in being? It is a way of living. Doing is habit. What habits do you have that you do every day? So stay in the being is because you live the being. Now then, let's have a little sneak peek at you all. Now, as I zoom around the room, how's this week's learning about? Do you mean what is? Good evening, Beverly. Lovely to have you here. Well, Beverly, we're talking about the ability to be and to manifest and to know that you place self-imposed limitations on yourself in this lifetime. And when you are getting repeated hurts, repeated difficulties, repeated challenges in relationships, with money, at work. Oh, what are you not listening to? Because every time when you don't manage to overcome a lesson or achieve a lesson, it comes on back. And no one's serving it up to you. This is the funny part. You serve it up to yourself. And all you do is you bring in all the circumstances that are going to keep it serving up to yourself. So when you're fed up with the menu and you want to change it, only you can do it. It's cool, isn't it? Is it that easy? Yeah, it is. When you decide to make a choice and choose to change. The classic 3 C's. Make a choice, choose to change. So, good, Kate, good. You'll get lots of... who's leaving? You don't leave, Liana. You can't leave anywhere. You're not leaving here. Not allowed to. Doesn't come down to knocking your worth. What is that, Tina? Doesn't come down to knocking your worth. Oh, knowing your worth. Jeez, my glasses are clear. Bad habits, yeah. Beverly, it's good fun, isn't it? You did smoke, but you gave it up, Iris. That's great. So Maria's got a going on. Liana, you can't leave anywhere. Hi, Katie Walters. Sing that song, Let It Go Daily. Constantly being more than doing. It's surprisingly triggering learning how we mirror others. That is so true, Katie. That is great. We sure do mirror others, and it can be like a bungee rope, right? You just get twanged back. Sometimes it hits you in the face and sometimes it misses. Oh, yes, Liana. Yep, absolutely. Good step. That's only one step forward, hey? But it's one step, and that's the difference. When you start to take one step, then you'll all begin to take more steps. Oh, thank you, Helen. Glad you enjoyed that bit of guidance. Oh, upward, not down. Oh, I like that, Janelle. Yes. Woo! That's an awesome ride to go on. I choose to spiral upward, not down. Michelle, hello. Sometimes easier for it. That inevitably sets you back in your own contract. Inevitably, when it is easier to avoid the hard choices to keep the peace, you are not living your truth and you are not living to your soul's desire. However, what in that is there for you to learn? Because when you're making that decision, then you are bringing a lesson forward to yourself. So what lesson is that? Remember, as soon as you learn the lesson, whew, you go up a grade and you don't have to come back to repeat it. Oh, you and most of the population, Sandra. Executive chef changed the whole menu. Yes. Beautiful, Natasha. You be the executive chef and you change the menu all the time. I like to change the stage. And have the stage like... I know what's a great example. Have the stage of not the Dying Swan, something hilarious, and bring on the other counterparts that I need to have for it all to play out the way that I'd like it to. Showing you where to go, very interesting. Yep. It always will, Sonny, always will. You'll always be shown where to go. Hi, Tracy Thompson. Financials. Beverly, that's lovely. I think I'm accidentally unblocking my financials. The thing is, everyone, that nothing is accidental. Unconsciously, we create. Consciously, we create. All the time. And the thing about creating, and you want to create the life that you really would like to embrace, you've got to be able to see that life. You've got to be able to see everything that's in it, smell it, feel how you feel. It's true, you know, you might go, oh, cheap cliches, you hear them everywhere. But it's a fact because your mind doesn't actually know anything except what you feed it. So your mind will also set the wheels in motion to go and find the things that you are looking for. But it will respond to everything you give it because it doesn't know the difference between what's good and what's not good. That's your decision. So when you are fueling your thoughts, be it unconsciously or consciously, you are then unblocking or blocking. So what is it that you're doing a lot of? Now, accessing your power. To access your power to be able to be your master creator means getting rid of old habits. Habits that actually create blockages in your energy. Now I want to share something that might be a little bit out there for you, but I like out there. Out there's fun. Yes, Paula, that is a very important ingredient in everything, and that is to be grateful in the true sense of the word. You know, so many words just became cliched and the flavour of the month, and, you know, like mindfulness, meditation, breath work, and gratitude and intention. But they weren't taught in the way that is actually going to shift your vibration to a higher level and shift the things that block you. No, Beverly, don't have to chase. Once you yeah, what you focus on grows, all right. Now Kate's saying trying. Okay, Kate, trying to be grateful for the lessons now, can see what I want. So clearly just patience is not a strength. It used to be one of mine either. But if patience isn't a strength and you reiterate that to yourself, then you're creating limitations, self-imposed limitations. Beverly's saying choice, choose to change and chase. Now the minute you go into chase, you are in your head and you are losing the ability to actually allow flow. And you also create a divide between yourself and your natural ability to manifest. So rather than chase, it is choice, choose to change and place some new behaviours in place and follow them through without any attachment. Yeah, Christine, that makes a big difference. Appreciation tends to resonate with it. Well, that's beautiful, Janelle. I love that. Appreciation. Yep, more than gratitude. And Tracy, that is powerful stuff. In that simple sentence, I'm seeing things so differently now. Just by adopting that sentence and even making that your mantra or your affirmation when you begin your day, you won't believe how that's going to change your life. So you could all adapt to what Tracy's saying there, if she would agree with you using her words. I'm seeing things so differently now. Even using the word choose, I choose to see things differently. I choose to see the things that are of my highest good. And you know what? That's all you'll see. So if I put it into very plain terms, say for example, across the road from you, there's a house that the people are really disruptive, and maybe there's, I'm not going to label stuff, maybe there is some really unpleasant things that go on, and your whole focus is on them. And so you'll hear them all the time. but you'll miss the beautiful music that another neighbour is playing, or you'll miss the smile and the wave that that neighbour gives you as they go by, because your entire focus is on that place, those people. And as you do that, your whole energy gets dragged down through the floor. So I'm seeing things differently now means I choose to see the things that are of my higher good and of my greater good. I choose to bring things through that are going to guide me to all that is right for me. Now, here's the other thing about setting in motion your ability to be able to be, and your ability to be able to really embrace the life that you want, is don't go setting your demand on when it's going to happen, because you will be so wrong and how it's going to happen. So when I was talking to you earlier about this year and great plans about going to Boone, North Carolina, I'm really looking forward to participating in that soul treat. You know, it was my dream to go out onto the global stage and be able to share wisdom and healing and insights. And along comes this disruption in the world. So I'm like, well, that was good, wasn't it? But it's actually flipped around the other way, and I've been on more stages in the world than I could possibly travel to. It's never going to be exactly how you think it might be, and that is the magic. So when you're able to allow the flow and stop chasing or stop putting your ideas on it, it will come forward. Now, I will say to you, it's quite natural to have these human behaviours, right? I want to build a house that overlooks the ocean, so I'm going to get a block of land here, and I'm going to build a house that's going to have 180-degree views of the ocean. Well, that's a great dream, you go. I'd have to win lotto to do that. Years down the track, you've forgotten about it, and up it comes, and there it is, and there you are with the keys to it in your hands. And you're like, well, I didn't see that coming. In fact, I'd forgotten about this because I thought it would never happen. The thing is that the divine, your guides, the angels, never ever leave you high and dry. They never not answer you. It's just usually not in the way that you have already determined. And especially when it's around money. So when we think about something that is to do with our value, meaning how much money we've got, it's very, very unlikely that it will come on in to be in your reality. Is that making sense? I'm just going to check your comments here. Thank you, Tracy. Thanks, Kate. Dancing brings joy to my heart and raises my vibration when I'm feeling off, and it instantly changes my perspective too. Right, it does, Sandra. Music and laughter and fun and great times is the best way to shift your perspective and shift your vibration. You want it to be not as it is. Oh, yeah, pretty good, Michelle, pretty good. Hi, Sharon. Lovely to have you here this evening. Mine too, Helen. Beverly French, about me chasing. I've always liked this quote. Happiness is like a butterfly. The more you chase it, the more it will elude you. But if you turn your attention to other things, it will come and sit softly on your shoulder. Absolutely, it will. Absolutely. It's fabulous. Beauty Katie Walters tapping on in there. Right, now then, we have a little bit of time left, so I'd like to invite Spirit to come in and offer their guidance for you. not that you haven't had some terrific guidance and insights, ways that you could not imagine that can change your life in an instant. And this is the beauty of this world. You can change your life in an instant in this world. You really can. I understand people. Hi, Karina, welcome. I understand people that go through a tremendous amount of trauma, and it may even begin as a child, and it is very difficult. However, go and speak to people who have walked those paths and have turned their life around, and you'll understand what I mean, that you can change your life in an instant. Janelle, your thoughts. I feel like the divine wants us to succeed in this life's journey and that all is happening for us, not to us, even when our human mind is clueless. I love that, Janelle, because the human mind is clueless. Really is. So the divine wants for us to have the very best lived experience that we can have here. That is the only ever intention that the divine, the almighty divine has, your creator. They don't want anything less. It's only the humanness that creates less. It's only the humanness that creates lack. So, and again, it is a perception and perspective. Love those two words. So, do we succeed in this journey? There's one easy way to know. Are you repeating lessons now in this lifetime? Because if you are, you better do something about it, or you're coming back to do it all over again. And we are the co-creator. And the reason we're the co-creator is because we have so much support around us. You know, life can be really tough sometimes and we can feel like we're alone or we don't have any support. And it's at those times I want you to remember that you can feel as if you have a butterfly sit on your shoulder, because it will be the wing of an angel. You are never, ever, ever alone. Never. And they always answer. Jen's saying money doesn't mean anything to me. I have enough to house, dress and feed me. I have enough. As long as your enough keeps you happy, Jen, and you are happy in your life, then it's perfect. Oh, Sonny, that's a fabulous question. No ways coming back. Wonderful, Maria. Well, you best be making sure you're ticking all those boxes in the lessons, and so you can get back home to the divine and sit up there in the heavens. Sonny's got a... Iris Rose is coming back. A great question. Why am I so scared to be great? Fabulous questions. Maria's saying, many years ago I said out loud, I wonder what it would feel like to win the first prize at a French festival. I won. A first prize ticket to Paris. So excited I could not get out of my chair to receive the prize. Just let go of the manifestation. So did you go, Maria? Did you go, or could you not get out of the chair? But that is how powerful, really powerful we can be. Sonny's question I'd like to address for everyone, because this is a very typical way that we can block ourselves of being scared to be great, being scared to be seen, being scared of success in whatever way, shape or form that looks like for you. And the reason that we are most commonly too scared to be great or to be our authentic self is because we don't think we're worth it. We don't think that other people will think that we deserve it, or that we should have it, that we're worth it. It is again down to those self-imposed limitations by the way that we feel about ourselves. It is, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Scared, That's wonderful, Maria. So we can be scared to shine, as Maria's saying, Maria Christina is saying, after everything that's happened, this is a normal way to be. Thank you, Sharon. Come on back. I don't know what that strange noise is. Jody Marie, taking the first step is the hardest. Yeah, it is. And I would suggest to you that you take a step, followed by another step, followed by another step. So in other words, don't try and go from the bottom to the top of the ladder or wherever you're trying to get to, because you're going to miss those lessons along the way. And it's a bit like the snakes and ladders game. You'll get sent back down again because of what you missed, and you've got to go back and do it again. It's a bit ripped off, isn't it? So the reason that we're scared to shine, the reason that we're scared of our own greatness, is because we're scared of our own power. And we have an innate knowing of our greatness, of our power, but we fear it because it doesn't seem right in this world. It seems like that power is far beyond this world. The other thing that I want to share with you is too many people feel they have to announce it. You don't have to announce anything. So if, for example, you were to go out to a forest and you were to camp there, and through the night you were sitting by your fire and you had visitations with some of the magnificent spirit of nature, be it the water nymphs or the tree spirits or the land spirits. I mean, you had some incredible visitations and you came away with a whole new understanding of the forest, of the earth, and you had some incredible wisdom shared with you. You don't have to go and tell everybody about that. It's not for everybody, it was for you. I remember going to a meditation circle with my mum a long time ago, and with my daughter, and it was actually being facilitated by some Indigenous people in our neighbourhood. When we were going through the meditation, I opened my eyes and I looked out the window, felt compelled to open my eyes, and I looked out the window, and in the sky I could see this incredible face, absolutely incredible face. Now I know and knew then who it was. But when we finished, the lady said to me, "So you had a visitor?" And I said, "Yes, I did." And I looked back and I said, "Oh, he's gone." And she said, "Yes, because he was only there for you." I'm like, why would he only be there for me? And I come to know many years later, it doesn't mean that what your experiences are need to be shared with anyone. And this is how you can begin to step into your greatness and into your own power. Is when something comes wonderful for you. Yeah, it is sacred, Katie. Hi, Laura. When having the need to tell everyone, does that come? Yeah, Christine, that's a great question. Yes, it does. It does come from the ego, but it also comes from your need to be validated, to be accepted, to be approved, to be thought of as worthy. So it does come from the ego, but it also comes from another part of you that is not feeling worthy, believed in, and accepted. Make sense? Yes, but how do you share wisdom if I'm scared? Then it's not your time to share it, Sonny. You need to be able to be in your power to share the wisdom. So there's the two sides are still related to the same first question that you asked. If you're too scared, then you have a block there. You have a self-imposed limitation on your understanding of yourself and your belief in your own greatness. So you won't be able to share your wisdom until you can sort that out. So these things are really powerful for you, everyone. You are really powerful. So when you give yourself a chance to get into that power, but you don't have to go and tell the world about it, you can just be you, with you, around you, and be with everyone that is around you whom you feel very comfortable with. Be you, be your greatness. Different level of thought there, Michelle. Lonesome journey if you don't share with others. What I'm saying here is that there are times that you have experiences that are not meant to be shared. You don't have to share everything. You innately know. But if you're sharing because you want others to accept, see your worthiness, you're trying to prove something, then you're sharing from the wrong perspective or sharing for the wrong reasons. You do, Beverly, you do. For a lifetime or more. My kids and I have been together 3 lifetimes now. I'm getting a bit over it. Special just for me. Yes. So you have amazing things that are just for you, and then you have other amazing things that are for you to bring forward to the world. Is something, yes, absolutely, Iris. Oversharing is something to balance. Absolutely it is. And Sonny, there'll be a reason for that you're a loner and you like it. Yeah, beautiful. Maria, for me it's the excitement of having the experience and wanting to share it. Yes, I can understand that. And if you're sharing it with the right people, then it's going to be great value to both you and them. It's amazing. So it helps me understand why certain things I share and certain experiences. Yep, that's exactly right, Janelle. Let's see what our past connections were. Your kids' past connections, do you mean, Beverly? You've got, I see 3 children here with you, but it is the, another one in spirit. Child that chose not to come through, would have been all too hard, and also see a fire. Ooh, child in spirit. So you and the child in spirit have got a past life thing going on, and you both lost your lives in a fire. How do you feel around fire, Beverly? Second born child that you have, no, it's the third one. So there is a very deep connection, Beverly, between you and your second born child from past life. You've been together before. Being how about finding a way to be in the uncomfortable moments. Then I go to my heart and go to breath, Maria. Christina, very important to do that. 4 and 1 in spirit. Okay, so there's 3 showing themselves here and somebody hiding. Time to look after me, something. Oh, that's beautiful, Kylie. Make sure you do so that you can open new energy paths for yourself and welcome in new experiences, new people. So thank you, everyone. Once again, we're always surprised with what it is that Spirit wants to be able to share with you, wants to be able to, yeah. Thanks, Beverly. She's saying, oh, goodness, yes. With number 2 child, the bond was insanely incredible, and that's because they have a very long history, repeated lives previously. Small steps, big changes. Too true, Helen, too true. Rome wasn't built in a day, and you didn't come here to this world, this lifetime, to have everything done and dusted in a week, in a month, or in a couple of years. You have got your lifetime to get things sorted. Just get them sorted, will you? So you don't come back and do it all over again. I feel like me and hubby have had past lives. Sandra Haig. Yes, you have. Interesting, interesting, Sandra. Yes, you have. And funnily enough, same roles. So, whew, there's some things for you guys to sort out this time around. Thank you, Vicky. Lovely to have had you here, and thank you for your feedback. And Sandy, thank you very much. Me too, Tracy, me too. It's always such a pleasure to sit with you on these Tuesday evenings and to enjoy what it is that Spirit has to share with you. So, thank you, Erica. Yeah, see, they're on the ball, aren't they? So, I'll be looking forward to seeing you next Tuesday here, or I might see you over on my own page, here with Gwenda or Gwenda Smith. And I forgot to show you, I had two little fellas to come and say hello with me this evening and to share their beautiful energy and their love. Isn't he just, aren't they both just gorgeous? So on that note, they and I will say good night. Yeah, sweet dreams. Thank you very much, everyone. It sure does, Jackie Marie. Just screams by. Good night, everyone.